fog, moon sharp as a blade. Graveyard stumbling with a shadow parade. Pumpkin on my head, call me Jack with a trade. Ghosts in the back and they ain't here to behave. Chains on my neck, but they rattle and screech. Skeleton shuffle, two-step in the breach. Bitches in the corner, mixing potions for the leech. Midnight strikes, now the freaks off the leash.
Hustle, this the devil's dance. Every ghoul in the room caught in a trance. Spinning around the crypt, they don't stand a chance. Halloween heat, make a move, advance. On the hustle, get a beast possessed. Monster mosh pit, no time to rest. DJ summon spirits with the bass compressed. Halloween's alive and it's fully dressed.
Coffin lid open, I'm alive for the night. Dracula drip, cape sharp, taking flight. Werewolves howling, getting lit in the fight. Zombies hit the floor, brain buffet in sight.
Glow sticks crack, neon blood in the air. Mummies wrap tight, but they still can't flare. Spiders on the wall, spin webs to ensnare. Every creature in the club, ain't no room for despair.
What is up, ghouls and goblins? It is your girl Savvy, and today it is officially October, which means it's officially, whether you're late or early to celebrate, it's Halloween season, bitches. So I thought it'd be fun to show you guys some of my Halloween CC. This is newly downloaded and readily available. I will have all links below to everything. I have created Pinterest boards and I've categorized everything, and I've personally pinned things myself, so the links all go to the stuff that we're seeing here today. So without further ado, let's get right into it. This is my first costume here, which is the Medusa costume. A little risque, but you know, that is the girls' one day of the year that they think they can get away with dressing however the well they damn please. So there are a couple different variations with this, and I also have a couple of different options for headgear and for footgear. So let's start off with this whole set. So this set comes with arm pieces, leg pieces actually for both sides, and then it comes with shoes, it comes with the bodysuit, and it comes with the headpiece and a necklace. So it's a full situation here. This is in the single suit category. It also has a dress option, so if you're wanting to be a little bit more, you know, covered up, you can definitely do the dress option as well. And then there's also a cape option. The thing is with this CC is I'm a Maxis match girly. I will kind of do Maxis mix. I would say I'm a Maxis mix. I just don't like Maxis mix hair. I can't even say that. Say Maxis mixed. I can't say Maxis mix 10 times fast, I dare you. Anyways, I don't really like the way the fabric of this little like cape, it's giving realism. And you know, as much as I want to get lost in The Sims, I don't want to get that lost, okay? I do like the shiny, especially since this is a Halloween costume. I think it's totally fine. The head's gonna be in the hair piece, the neck piece is gonna be in the neck piece. This is under the bracelets category. Yeah, this is going to be under the leggings category. And then the shoes are here. It comes with two. I don't quite understand this one because my feet be going into the ground. So maybe that's if you use like a slider or something. I'm not sure. I downloaded just the whole set. And then the hair is this hair. So cute. It's got the little snakes. It's giving dreads. I love it. This was kind of my second option. So we went with the whole long sleeve dress situation, but these shoes have the little Medusa on the side. I went ahead and used the arm piece and the neck piece from the dress, and then this headpiece. So the headpiece and the shoes are a whole different CC creator. They are a shoe creator. They do like a phenomenal job, like extremely detailed. I will say that you can't wear long hair with this. I mean, you could, but it kind of glitches a little bit. So I went ahead and stuck with the short haired duo. So I would say if you have a short haired sim or whatever, then you could do this kind of a whole getup. But to be honest, I really like option one the best. As far as the eyes, I've linked them, and then I just used the typical eyelashes. I have those linked below, and then some twisted cat eyeshadow, so that is linked as well. So super cute. I love the vibe. Very sexy, very fun, very themed. For the next one, this is a really just simple one-piece bodysuit. It comes literally just in the full body section here. You can do different variations. So if you're wanting to do, you know, red or purple or green or blue or whatever, I obviously just stuck with the black. I've got some just regular Love Struck heels on with this. And then I've got the Love Struck hair, which I think is really cute. And what's kind of fun is that this makeup is the full face makeup here. It comes in 3 different variations. So you've got the pumpkin, and then you've got kind of this ghoulish looking situation. But if you look up close, it actually gives a beat face on one side and then whatever else on the other. I kind of think that that's a cute added feature, so that you got like the sexy hot mama, but then, you know, you got the skeleton on the side. Very cute, very simple. I would say this is just something that would be nice and easy for maybe some just party goers. If you're doing a spooky party in The Sims and you're not wanting to go super elaborate, this is just kind of a fun, cute little option. Now this one's not quite a Halloween costume, but I just imagine that this is for the Sim that is like, you know, she really doesn't want to go all out. Maybe she loves the Halloween season but doesn't really want to dress up. And so I went ahead and added these really cute, this cute little kitty cat top that comes in a couple of different colors. It comes in like the purples, all the different fall colors, and then it comes also in a couple different solid colors. Obviously I just went with this kind of like purple and orange. I thought that was really cute. And then again, we're using the jack-o'-lantern face here. This hair also comes with the kit that I've linked down below, that's in all this. And this is a collab, this Oquio in QICC. This clothing and hair is a collab between them both. So it's really cute. And then if you go in the accessories section, you can also switch out the color of the bow. So depending on if you change the color of the shirt or whatnot, it's really cute. You can also choose to not have a bow at all, which is nice if you're not, you know, if you're wanting to wear a hat or just kind of whatever, you don't have to have the bow on there. The bow is not included. It's just an added accessory. The skirt, however, is different. This skirt is part of a different collection. There's a bunch of different little, you know, patterns and whatnot. Oh, this one would actually be really cute with this outfit. I might keep that one on her because I kind of like that it pulls the different patterns. Obviously, they have this skirt in just regular colors and like different, like normal, non-Halloween patterns, but obviously we were going with the Halloween theme. So really cute. I love it for just everyday, you know, fall attire, I guess, or like I said, for your Sim that is not really wanting to be like a full out costume. The leggings are under the leggings category, and these are just the spooky leggings that come with the spooky kit. I thought that they were really cute. So no additional accessories here, just kind of a fun little, you know, Halloween-esque outfit. And then next we have our lovely, I was going to say my Shayla, our lovely Jessica Rabbit. I obviously accentuated her features to give her a little bit more of a Jessica Rabbit vibe. This kit comes with the dress, and the dress again comes in multiple different colors. So if you're wanting to do something outside of Halloween or, you know, even for like prom or kind of whatever, obviously I went with the red dress for the Jessica Rabbit effect. And then the gloves are going to be found in accessories under the gloves category. They're very similar to the base game gloves, and again they just come in a ton of different colors. I went ahead and stuck with the purple to kind of go. I'm wearing the Love Struck heels in this as well. And then the hair, all of the makeup, by the way, is part of the game. None of it is CC. I don't know what packs I used, but you know. And then I linked the eyelashes as well. They are the Kijiko eyelashes, the makeup version, the 3D eyelashes. These are literally my favorite. Like, I don't even know why I have anything else in my game, because these are just the ones that I go for. If I'm going to do like a beat face makeup, I'm doing this lash. If not, I'm gonna go for something more subtle. And honestly, a lot of times I go for base. These ones are like CC, but they're base game equivalent, I would say. And then the eyeshadow that I used is base game as well. So I just did the purple eyeshadow. I think I upped the hue a little bit to kind of give it more of that like purple effect. As far as the hair goes, this is I forget how, I think it's, oh, Harris Brittany, I want to say. So I linked that as well. I just thought it was the most fitting hair to kind of go with the collection. And then again, we're just using some base game earrings here to kind of fit the vibe, but really cute. Definitely giving Jessica Rabbit. Love it. For this next one, this is again for just, you know, your Sims that are wanting to participate in Halloween but not do a full-on costume. This is going to come in a t-shirt t-shirt. It also comes, or this is a tank top. It also comes in a crew neck, and it comes in a t-shirt. So a tank, a t-shirt, and a crew neck, and it all has the same designs. So there's a bunch of different just retro Halloween movies and things like that on here, which is really cool. I wish that it would have had like Friday the 13th or, you know, something like that. I think that Halloween is the only kind of retro movie that I'm a fan of that it has on here, besides maybe Goosebumps and Psycho. A lot of it is more like 90s films it's giving, but it's still really cool. This is definitely, I would say, a little bit more alpha, but I don't know. I just think the quality of it is so cool, and I don't know. I love it. I think it's really cool, and it's just a nice fit. It's hard to find men's like clothing that's just cool. I feel like men are so neglected in the CC community. Everything else I have is just part of the game. There's no other CC, so just this cute little t-shirt. My guy here is wearing the crew neck version. So again, I just like, look at the way that it fits. Like, it's just such good quality CC. It's got like, you know, a little bit of extra room. And I feel like sometimes when you have CC that has a little extra room, it like clips or it just looks a little bit weird. But the detail of the shirt is just so nice. Again, it has a lot of the same designs. I think it might have one or two additional designs on here that the other one didn't have, but I just think it's really cool. I think it's really fun, and I just imagine that there are a chunk of, you know, this is a lot of all of these Sims that I'm basically showing you today, with the exception of maybe a couple, are all teens from my Bad Child series. So I feel like, you know, not everyone's going to dress up in a full-on costume, but I can definitely see like this is their way of like participating in Spooky Day just by kind of like wearing the vibe. Low-key, I'd be wearing this year round because I'm a Halloween queen like that. So. And then last in these little group of Sims, this is just, if you're not familiar, there is, I think it's Henry Puffer is his name. Henry Puffer is the Harry Potter version in Sims. And this is actually a full-on kit that comes with room decor, little knickknacks. I've got a little setup in Dylan, if you're going to be tuning into my Bad Child series. That is something that him and his father share together. He read the books to him growing up. That's kind of part of their lore, but they've got the whole sit kit here. So the rest of this stuff is just in-game stuff, including the glasses, but you've got the sweater here, and the sweater comes in all 4 of the house colors. And then under the necklace category in the accessories is where you're going to find the scarf. And so the scarf comes in all 4 of the house colors. It comes in the solid version of the house colors, and then it comes in a mix of other colors as well. So really cute. And then obviously the hat is going to be in the hat category. It's got a bunch of different variations of what it looks like as well. Don't mind the cigarettes. He's a bad child. He's got bad habits. Anyways, I just went with the classic one with the stars, and I just thought this was a really fun way to kind of nerd out in the game. And, you know, Darius is a nerd, so this represents him very well. Okay, so for my next group, this is basically like duo costumes, I would say. This is a jump scare, I know. I am a huge Alice in Wonderland fan, and let me tell you, I dug and dug and dug for some good quality CC, and I just was not able to find it. I really wanted to do Alice, Mad Hatter, and the White Rabbit, but it was just difficult. So if you guys know of any good CC that is, you know, compatible and Maxis match, please let me know down below for the Alice in Wonderland, because it is literally my favorite Disney movie of all time. I'm a huge collector. If you've ever seen in my background, I have a huge shelf of Alice in Wonderland things in the back. This is CC that has been created from an Alice video game that's a little bit more Tim Burton-esque. So I still thought it was cute, and to be honest, Willow is a pretty petite Sim as it is, so I didn't think it was that striking. Maybe she just got a little corset underneath there. This is a 2-piece set, so this is a full body set here, and this comes with the gloves and the shoes already attached, so there's no additional accessories. So the only other accessory that's going to be a part of this is the hat, which is in the hat category. So it's still cute, still gives off the vibe. It's just a little uncanny with that super small waist. For this, I have Willow's sister Scarlet as Alice, and with this is just the dress, And then I did add the hair that it suggested, and then the hair comes with a bow that you can add on. Those are all linked down below. And then I'm just using, you know, base game shoes and tights to kind of fit this. The dress is in the one piece section, and then the hair is here, so it comes without the bow. And then I believe in the hat category is where the bow is, and I'm actually going to switch it over to the blue because for whatever reason this black is just giving green. I don't really know why, so I think I kind of like the light blue. It matches the dress and is really cute. So very cute. This is very close to Disney. I feel like it's not quite Max's match, but it's pretty close. And again, I think for Halloween, that's like your one time that I think you can kind of fluctuate if you're interested in doing, you know, something outside of the Max's match category. Now, Scream is my absolute favorite horror franchise. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I have a bunch of Ghostface things. He's my favorite like horror character and really kind of the only thrasher I can handle. Like as I get older, scary movies are just a bit too scary for me. This is a one piece category. So again, you're going to get the whole bodysuit in the entirety of just the full body outfit. It's not a hat and a bottom set. So that could be bad if you're wanting to like film a machinima or like, you know, do something with your sim and have him take his hat off, because that's not an option. And then the knife category here is going to be in the hat section. So if you want to do the knife, you can. Obviously, if you're going to be chilling at a Halloween costume party, then you don't need to. But what I like about this CC is that he's holding it, whereas a lot of times if you like pick a phone or whatever, it's like on his arm. And so, you know, I don't know. It's an accessory CC that kind of came with the Ghostface animations if you're into poses and things like that. But I still thought it was kind of cool to like make the full set. And then his girlfriend, Gloria, she's got the slasher queen little get up here. So this is a combo set. They are combined, and all of the links are listed together. But you get the dress, you get the necklace, you get the gloves, and then you get the lipstick and the eyeshadow. So those are all in their appropriate categories. This crown is something that was additional. I think it was part of the Carrie set, and I just kind of threw it on her because I thought it was really cute. But this is a really cute duo, I think, especially because obviously Ghostface is a slasher. I'm just using, you know, some cute little red strappy shoes, but you could use kind of whatever it is that you want. But I thought that that was a really cute duo for a couple to wear, one being Ghostface and one being the girlfriend who's kind of getting slashed on prom night, I guess, if you will. The next category of couple costumes is we have Chucky and his bride, Tiffany. So this is, again, just your typical in-game hair. All of the makeup is in-game. I just switched the eyebrows over. Now, again, this will be one of those situations with the skin detail of the mole and the eyebrows that's going to change your eyebrows on every single category. So you'll just have to make sure that if you choose to do anything drastic like that, that you go back in and change out before, you know, you go back to normal day living, or people might be looking at you a little weird, unless that's your thing. Maybe you like the penciled in eyebrows. This little dress here is a one-piece suit, and it does come in multiple different colors. So if you're wanting to, you know, jazz it up and wear it outside of Halloween, or if you want Tiffany to maybe be different color and you just don't want the black and white theme, I just kind of thought it was fitting for the whole Bride of Chucky for her to be in the white gown. It also comes with a choker in the choker category, and then it comes with some ripped tights. The tights are actually in the socks category. Let me see. Tights are in the socks category. So they do have different colors of this, and some of them are ripped and some are not. So they have different variations of ripped, but there are a couple in here that are not ripped. So if you're wanting to use them, you know, year round for your Sims. And then one of my favorites is just the feature of the shoes. These shoes are really cute. They've got little like knife blades on them, and they are in the boots category. If you choose them, you can see there's some that actually have like the little blood on them if you want. And then if you do decide to go with a different dress color, or maybe you just want a different shoe color, then they have the ones with blood and without in each category to match the dress. So really cute. And then I just went with the black nails from the werewolf package, or the werewolf game pack. And then I found a cute little like heart tattoo on the gallery. So wasn't quite what is pictured in there, but I just thought it kind of gave the vibe. But all the makeup is in game. Again, we're using those same lashes, and And yeah, and then of course you can't have Bride of Chucky without having Chucky. So I just thought this was such a fun outfit. Oh my gosh, like I love the bright colors. The detail in this is just so good. I know normally he's wearing a shirt, but I kind of like that they added these little sleeve details. I think it's really, really cute. So this again is a one-piece outfit. So the sleeve details are not something that you can take off, and they do have different colors and categories. So again, if you wanted to do, maybe you want 2 sets of Sims to be wearing this duo outfit and you want one of them to be a little bit darker and the other one, you know, you can kind of switch the colors up to kind of match your vibe, which I think is really fun. There's no hair, but obviously we have a ton of different variations of hair. Ethan's hair normally looks like this, so I just kind of thought it was fitting for him to be Chucky for Halloween because it's kind of fits his vibe. And so I didn't give him like bigger hair because I kind of felt like it was, you know, we still were getting the gist. The shoes is, these kind of just look like high top Vans, which I kind of love. They're very cool. Again, they come in a bunch of different colors. So if you decide to switch out the costume color, you can find shoes to match. And then of course we have the socks, and the socks also come in a bunch of different variations of colors to kind of match the different color combinations. And they're really cute. They just have like little bones and, you know, like Halloween little icons all over him. So that's kind of fun. I should do like this since it matches his shirt. That's kind of fun. Give it a little spice up. So there's that. And then of course our man Jack here. I'm a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan, so love this. You could technically go all out with this if you wanted and do, you know, like all white skin and change it over. But honestly, the least amount of things I have to change once Halloween season's over is where I'm at. You'll see next with Sally that I made her skin blue, so I'm gonna have to go in and change that out. But this is again just a one-piece costume. I think there are a couple different variations of the costume though, so you could do orange and purple or kind of, you know, whatever, however you want to spice it up, whatever version of Jack you want. You could totally do this and do like a Santa hat and he could be like Christmas Jack if you want, I guess. And then the makeup that I chose to use for him is actually just, I think it's base game. If it's not base game, then it's spooky season. It is part of the spooky kit, so I just thought that that looked the best. Honestly, I searched up and down all over the place and a lot of the Jack Skellington stuff was just too creepy. And then I just gave him some like base game gloves to just kind of have the added effect. So really simple, really cute, but gets the point across and I really like it. And then for his couple, we have the Sally costume, which is just, oh my gosh, like I love this. The detail in this, the coloring is so cute. So the hair I have linked, that is not part of the kit, but this is the hair that I chose. It's a twisted cat hair called Natalie hair. The makeup is all base game with the exception of the skin detail. So this skin detail technically was something that I found when I was looking for Jack Skellington makeup. So this is technically a scary Jack version, but I just kind of thought that it was fitting to go with Sally. And then when you put the lipstick, it kind of covers it up, which I kind of like. It keeps her kind of cute. And then it does come with a choker under the necklace category, and then choker does come in different colors. So if you're not wanting to do black or you want to do something that kind of matches her outfit a little bit more, I'm going to stick with the black. I think that's really cute. And then as far as the stitches, that is actually a tattoo. So with Sally, she's going to be a little bit more in depth because again, you're going to have the blue skin, you're going to have the skin detail of the mouth, and then you're also going to have the tattoo, which is I think on the chest. Yeah, in the chest section. So there are 2 variations. There's the cut across the waist and then the cut across the side. Really not too much of a drastic difference. I'm not really sure why we got 2 options there, but that is essentially what those options look like. So if you want to do the stitches, you could also bypass the stitches if you're not wanting to create a bunch of extra work for yourself when it comes down to trying to get your Sims back to their normal day routine. The next part in this little accessory is going to be the socks. So they do come with socks, and I will say these socks are not really compatible with anything other than Sally's shoes. I did try to put them on one of my little Halloween girlies that was wearing the skirt and it totally clipped. So these are specifically made for Sally's costume. Again, depending on what colors of the dress. Oh, I forgot to show the dress. I'll show the dress here in a second, but you can kind of change it up to depending on whatever it is that you want. And then of course we have the boots. The boots also also come in different colors. So if you're wanting to kind of spice it up and do something a little bit more themed, then there's a bunch of different varieties of that. The dress as well comes in a bunch of different colors. So again, if you're wanting to switch a Jack up, and or if you've got a couple of couples that you want to be Jack and Sally, you can kind of, you know, dress them up to be a little bit different. That way they're not showing up to the Halloween party wearing the same fit. All right, for my next little section here, I've got my sim self wearing the prom queen Carrie, which I thought was really cute. So this comes with a cute little crown in the hair category. I'm sorry, the hat category. And then it comes with, this is in makeup. Let me see. Full face makeup. Yeah, so then you've got the blood here, and the blood actually adds it all over the shoulders and kind of everywhere when you put the blood on, which is really, you know, just really adds to the outfit. And then of course in the full size category, you've got the dress, and again, this comes in a couple of different colors. So if you're wanting to, you know, spice it up, or again, if you've got two Sims that are trying to be the same thing, then they're not wearing the exact same outfit. So we love that. But that's basically the simplicity that comes with this little outfit here. I'm just wearing some regular shoes. You could honestly wear whatever, but really cute, really says, hey, I'm Carrie, without there being too many accessories or too much going on. The next thing in my category here, this is again another like basics type wear. So this is the girls version of the t-shirt that we spoke of earlier. It also comes in a sweatshirt and an oversized shirt. So it comes in kind of an oversized. I think it's basically the same thing as the men's sweatshirt, but really cute, got some really cute detail. And then it does, I don't think it comes in a tank top. Does it come in a tank top? Let me see. Yeah, I think for the girls it's just the crew neck and then the baby tee. So really cute, really fun. Oh, that's what it is. It's an oversized tee, it's the sweatshirt, and then it's the little tiny baby tee. And it has the same swatches as the guys for the most part. And then in the hat category, we have this cute little purse that comes in a couple of different colors. So you've got bright orange, you've got like a pastel orange, you've got white, you've got black and orange, and then you've got with the black and red, which is really fun. Love that. And then I just put whatever random skirt on here. I'll try to link it if I can, but it wasn't a part of any of the Halloween costume stuff. It's just a basic everyday skirt, but I just thought this was fun. Again, for the teens that are just wanting to participate, but not really like go all out. I thought it was fun to kind of have some little extra accessories. I've got Brad here also wearing the tank top as well. So again, just kind of a little an added way to say, hey, I like Halloween, but I'm not going to go all out because I'm too old for that shit, basically. And then last but not least, oh, actually we do have one more. And then our last couple in this series is this is kind of like Mummy, or you could say it would be the Bride of Frankenstein. So this is just in-game hair that I've used. I did download and I included the CC for this hair if you want to do something a little bit more dark. And I believe that it's like in a weird category. It's in face makeup, I think. Face makeup is where you change if you want it to be like a different color. So if you're wanting to add kind of like white or whatnot, I did add the hair to the CC file. So if you're wanting to do, you know, something like that. The dress is a one-piece dress, and it comes with a bunch of different colors. And then you've got the gloves are in the gloves category, which is kind of the arm wrap. We also have the arm wrap that came with the spooky kit as well. The only thing that for whatever reason I was not able to find was in the picture of this CC, the creator has mummy like boots that kind of match, and they weren't included in the download, and I couldn't find anything online that was similar. So I did link what I decided to use, which are these really cute boots by Sentate, I think. Yeah, they're by Sentate. They come in a bunch of different colors. So they, you know, if you decide to change the dress color, you can definitely switch it up. I obviously am just sticking with white because that's what I'm going for here. And then she's also wearing the same stitches from Sally. So there's a bunch of stitches in the tattoo category. So again, this will be one of those situations where you'll have to take those stitches off if you do decide to do that, unless you want your, you know, person to look like she's got plastic surgery 24/7. But there's lots of details in the leg all the way down to the ankle, which is really cool. So this is a very cute outfit. I love it. I think it's fun. Again, just says, hey, I'm here for Halloween. I'm still cute, you know, whatever, without being too scary. And then of course can't have her over without having Frankenstein. This is probably one of, if not my most favorite costume. I just think the detail in this is just so fun and so cool. So it is a top and then a bottom in the jacket. So it's in the jacket category. It does come in a couple different colors. So if you're wanting to, again, kind of match your bride or just do something else to kind of spice it up, or maybe you want to use this costume for something that's not Frankenstein, but another one of your characters, at least that, you know, you can get more use out of it. Same thing with the pants. And then the boots are just so cool. They have this really cool side detail of the little, you know, bolts that are on the side. And again, if you switch up your boot color or your suit color, then you've got a bunch of different options to have variety there. And then as well as the Sally and the Frankenstein bride or Mary, this is in the tattoo category for the stitches in the chest area. And then under the hat category, you've got your bolts, and the bolts do come in different colors. Again, if you decide to kind of switch it up and do something a little bit more funky, I obviously just went with the silver because that was the traditional, you know, but just very clean, very well done CC. Like this is really high. I don't know if it's high quality. I know that that's kind of a thing that's been going around the CC community is high quality. I'm new to that. I don't know what that is, but this is giving high quality and it looks really great. He's another one that, again, I changed his skin color to green for this costume. So it would be something you'd have to go back in to cast. He normally wears eyeliner because that's his aesthetic, but I did add some just base game black lipstick to kind of give him the full effect. He also just naturally has a mustache. So, okay. So for the next one, we've got a little trio kit. This is the Flintstones. So we've got Wilma here. I've got this hair, which I believe is a Nolan Sims hair. I've linked that. And then you've got pearl bracelets that come, it's a two-piece, comes in the bracelet section and then the necklace for the pearls. And then in the tank top section, you've got the shirt, and then the skirt section, you've got the skirt. So really cute, really simple, nothing too crazy. I've just got regular makeup on her. And I did her hair orange because I think Wilma's hair is orange. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And then for her little best friend here, we've got Betty, and Betty is just got a dress. So this is in just the one piece section under dress. So I thought that was really cute. And then of course we have Fred here, and Fred's got a top and a bottom. This necktie is attached to the top, so it's not like a separate accessory. Again, this is a little bit, you know, I would say alpha for sure, but playing in game, it didn't look too bad. I feel like casts and in game sometimes are a little bit different. So again, for Halloween, it's a pass for me. I think it was really cute. The three of them turned out really well. I'm gonna give an honorable mention, but this is definitely not something I probably would use. This is another Jack Skellington costume. Very high detail, but this is just, it's almost like too realistic for me. It kind of freaks me out a little bit. I have linked it on the Jack Skellington or the Nightmare Before Christmas board in case you do want to download it. Maybe as like a prop, or, you know, I don't know if you want to create like Spooky Land and you've got somebody dressed up as Jack Skellington to like take pics with kids or something. I don't know. This is a hat and then a one-piece bodysuit under costumes. So for my next one, if you have watched the first kind of episode or intro to my Bad Child series, we've got Dylan and Kate here. So Dylan is Joker. This is really just a recolor of a base game suit. So it's got a top and a bottom under pants and jackets. And then you've got the mask here under full face paint. So just kind of giving like a little retro Joker vibe. And then I just colored his hair green temporarily. This next one though for Kate is Harley Quinn. I can't even tell you how phenomenal this CC is. This is by the same creator that made that creepy Jack. Anyways, but this is Harley Quinn. It comes with the hair. You can change the colors of the ponytails and the hair cut, like the little bottom part. So you could do red and black, or there's a bunch of different variations of colors. I think it's under hats, I want to say. Yeah, under hats you could do, oh, that's the accessories. So the rubber bands is under hats. I think, oh yeah, that's right. The hair is under full face and makeup. So technically Harley Quinn, I think, has a white face, but you can't do that. The creator put the hair ombre under the face paint category, so you won't be able to do a full white face, unfortunately, because of that ombre effect that you need, but that's fine. I think that she looks really cute. I'm actually using the mouth and the eye makeup from the ghost face girl, the slasher queen. It was makeup I already had in there, but I did include it just so that you guys can use it if you would like to use it. The jacket comes in a jacket or a vest, so if you're wanting to just do the top, but I thought it was so much cuter with the jacket. And again, if you're depending on what color scheme you're going for, they've got the blue and red, the turquoise, the blue, really cute. I went with the black. We've got a joker in the necklace category, gloves in the glove category, shorts in the short category, socks in the socks category, and then I just put some regular boots on here. So really cute. I'm literally obsessed with this outfit. It's giving, I think they modeled it after the Fortnite version, because they said that the Jack Skellington was modeled after the Fortnite Jack Skellington. So really cute, great detail. I'm absolutely obsessed. So Dylan's best friend, or currently new best friend, we've got him dressed up as a ghost with sunglasses. This is very trending before, so I thought it was cool that they kind of added this to the game. This is just a shirt in the shirt category, but obviously it covers the face. And then we've got, and you cannot add a hat. I tried to add a hat, but it doesn't let you add a hat. So this is just kind of as that is. And then for the female, we've got a top and a bottom here. I just added some, you know, boots that I had and some stockings in game just to kind of make it cute. I think these are Sentate boots. Let me know and I'll link them for you guys. This is just really cute. I thought it was really fun. A little duo costume for, you know, a his and hers little ghost situation, which obviously you saw me put them in the trailer. So, all right, last but not least is the epic TV head. I don't know what this character is meant to be, but I saw this TV head on Pinterest and I had to have it. Of course, the one image that was on Pinterest didn't have a link, and so I had to do some digging and searching, but I did pin it, I did find it, I did link it. And it comes in the hat category in a bunch of different colors. So if you're wanting to do, you know, classic black, or there's just a bunch of different variations. It's not animated or anything. It's just kind of what it is. But I went with this cute little pink one. I thought it was really cute. I'm just using some in-game accessories to kind of match it up. I think this necklace came with high school years, which was perfect. And then I just got some basic little tennis shoes just to kind of go with the pastel vibe. It just felt like it fit the TV so perfectly. I just think it's so fun and so cute. Like, obviously this isn't very practical in real life, but the aesthetic of it is just like, I would so do this. I would so do this in real life. So I thought I would share it with you because there were quite a few people that had commented on Pinterest under the post, like, where the hell's the link? Like, I can't stand when people pin things on Pinterest and then don't have a link. It's like, what is the freaking purpose? I don't even understand. But anyways, that is all for today's video. If you guys love Halloween as much as I do and you would like to see a part 2, let me know. I also have a lot of Halloween decor. You may have seen some of it in the intro. I put up some custom content throughout the nightclub that we were kind of doing our little like Halloween night party in. So let me know if you guys would like to see some fall houses, home decor, and build buy stuff, because I've got a lot of that as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you very much. And I apologize for the delay on the Bad Child LP, because listen, I have never done a let's play before. I've only done the Black Widow challenge, which I still have not finished yet. And I am so invested that I'm kind of becoming a perfectionist with this, and there's a lot of like cinematic clips and things that I am capturing, and so it's just taking me a little bit longer, and I'm trying to not put that added pressure. So in the meantime, just know that you guys are going to be getting a lot of CC videos. I'm going to be sharing a lot of gallery finds and things, because it's a little bit easier for me to film those videos while I'm kind of giving my whole heart and dedication to my Let's Play series. But I promise it'll be worth it once it finally goes live. But I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Hustle, this the